What's up, guys? Will here, and I just wanted to let you know that the clip you're about to watch is just a short highlight of a full episode of our Gaming on the Block podcast. If you want to check out the full episode where we talk more NFT gaming, Web3, all that fun stuff, make sure to check out the link down below in the description. With that said, enjoy the clip.
I actually would be even more nuanced. I think that Facebook doesn't want to be just the hardware, although they do want to own the best hardware with VR. They want to actually be the gatekeeper. They want to be the Steam. They want to be the Apple Store of the metaverse. They want you to have to funnel in through them to be able to play in the metaverse, and they want to take, as they've said, a 55% cut of the developers and the players' dollars on the way in. And so, again, from a community standpoint, from a consumer standpoint, this is terrible for gamers and for creators. If you've got a company that's taking half of the value, 15, 20% on the front end for the hardware, they're taking another 20% in, for fees for you to be able to list your own applications and games on their platform, and another 10% or whatever, in sales transactions. This is just a horrible environment to be stuck in. And so, again, from that regard, this is the reason that I hope Meta fails, because I think this is terrible for players and it's terrible for developers. That's why, for me, having an open metaverse where we've got more open source structures that you can move back and forth to some degree between them in an easy way is better than having these walled gardens, single businesses that in many cases don't have our best motives at heart. And in fact, I would say almost all cases that's true. I'd rather have community-run projects. I'd rather have independent studios that are able to build their own structures that you can sign up for whenever you want and leave whenever you want as well.
But this is actually very interesting, because this is like, I think one of the first times on camera that I've actually disagreed with you. I actually want Meta to win. I understand their business practices are bad, like taking the 55% cut. And I think consumers aren't going to stand for it, and they're going to have to realign and readjust what they're going to do. But the reason I say I want them to win is for two reasons. Like I say, they have the capital to actually design and manufacture and really build the hardware to a level that's actually decent enough for us to want to spend time and use it. And secondly, like I've said this multiple times, maybe in this in our podcast or others, but I don't it makes total sense to me that we need a centralized metaverse and a decentralized. My mom is not going to come in and make an ETH wallet and do all of those things. It's not going to happen. But if she's already using Facebook and they come up with something, that's at least going to onboard her to the technology. So I think for the masses, we need centralized metaverses. That we need to do that. It's the same with iPhones, right? Everyone I'll say everyone, but again, generalized. I'm just going to speak generally. Everyone has an iPhone. And then after you see what the iPhone can do and you're used to it, then you get the people that jailbreak it and really go customize it and do what they want with it, right? So I think it's the same thing here. It's like, you're going to have the people that just get into the technology and then transition. So I actually really hope that they do win, because I think that's the fastest way to onboard the masses onto the technology. The second thing that I wanted to actually mention as well, when I was talking about their Meta's take on the metaverse and the hardware specifically, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think what they're trying to do in their priorities right now aren't actually to make it look beautiful. I don't think that's the play. I think what they're trying to do is, because even right now in this Web 2.5 space, which is what we're in now, where we're not in person, but where all of our meetings are done online via cameras, this is what we're in. I'm not looking at your eyes. To be honest, I don't even know where to look at your eyes. And this is the thing that really, it's something that doesn't make. That's why I say it's Web 2.5, because we're still in Web 2, but we're not yet in Web 3, where we really feel like we're connected. And I think these are the small things, or even looking at your hands when you're using VR and actually understanding depth perception and things like that. These are very, very important for us to get to a full Web 3 metaverse VR experience, right? This human experience in the virtual reality. And I think that's what Meta is actually focusing on. How do we do this thing so that when you're in this space, even if it doesn't look real, the feeling itself is real. It feels natural. It feels human. I think those are the things that they might be focusing on, based on the things that I've heard and looked at and read. So as much as we laugh at it looks like it's from 19, it looks like it's a thing from RuneScape. And it's very true. It does look like that. But I think those are points that no one's talking about. That I think, again, with the amount of capital that they have, if they are able to get that human feeling and human experience in the virtual reality first, like, again, I can't see them. And that's going to be massive. Again, once they do that and people get on board, the masses get on board, it's like that's the change. But again, I might be wrong. I'm saying that a lot today, but that's my take there. I don't know, Will, do you agree, disagree? Who do you agree with, Annie or me? You want Meta to win or lose?
I don't understand why you gotta do RuneScape like that, bro.
Yo, Will's crying.
Yeah. I think the Wii Sports one was better, but no, I want Meta to succeed. I do get your point, Annie. I do understand where you're coming from. I do agree more with you, TSG, and regardless of what you guys think, I just believe that we need big players in the space in order to get the masses in. And I think we see this all the time in regular business where I think Apple is a good example of company that I don't even know a good example of wireless headphones, for example. It wasn't cool before Apple came with the AirPods. And now it's mainstream. It's oh, well, okay, Facebook are doing that. Well, maybe, we need to jump on. The masses are going to come when we see big companies like that. And for the part of where they're going to take 55% of the money and 50% of equity, whatever it is, they're going to take a big part of the business and the money, and it's going to be bad for its gamers, bad for its consumers. Yeah, they're probably going to take a lot because that's what they do as a big company. But I do believe that there will be opportunities for us to have a good enjoy it anyway, and whatever is you want to have all the NFT, own all of it if you want to make money from it, if you want to game and whatever it might be. I think they're not going to get a monopoly or whatever. I think that there's just too many good opportunities in Web3 for to let that happen. They're big, but there's other opportunities as well. So I do want Meta to win because I do believe that they will bring masses that any other Web3 company can't do. And that's why I'm excited about more Web2 companies investing in the Web3 like we talked about. And that's why I'm so excited about Meta as well, doing what they're doing. And Mark Zuckerberg tweeting about it, although it's shit, I do believe that he will come up with more things that do look more exciting, and it's going to bring the masses. That's my thoughts.
All right, that was a pretty good one if you ask me, but the full episode is so much better. All right, once more, if you want to check out the full episode of the Gaming on the Block podcast, the episode that you just watched, then go ahead and check out the link down below in the description because the full episode is available on my co-host TSG's channel. It's over there. You can check it out. I hope you enjoy it, and I thank you once more for watching.